One of the key things that we want to make sure that our charter school members are able to do is to stay focused on the most important work, which is, of course, to improve outcomes for students.
Schools, more so than ever, need help in ways to better leverage their resources, and CCSA is really stepping up to do that.
The California Charter School Association supports the charter schools of the state of California to have as big an impact as we possibly can on behalf of the children that we serve.
CCSA's reputation is very, very strong, I mean, obviously, and you can tell that because why would people be calling us at the rate that they are? Why would they be seeking our assistance if they didn't rely upon us and know who to turn to?
We aim to solve problems on behalf of our members that they're not equipped to solve on their own. And in part that is macro level legislative and policy work.
In Sacramento, that's focusing on making sure that charter schools are receiving equitable funding. It's making sure that charter schools have access to equitable facilities.
Our goal is to improve the environment in which public charter schools operate in California. So it's kind of two-sided. It's both advocating against legislation that would negatively impact the environment in which schools are operating, and proactively trying to push for legislation and policies that would improve the environment in which schools operate.
You know, it takes an awful lot of work in Sacramento to make sure nothing happens. And with charter schools, oftentimes that's exactly what we want. We want nothing to happen because a lot of what is being proposed is to try to pull charter schools back into a traditional environment.
But it even gets localized or regionalized from there. Often we'll work at the county level, municipal level, and school district level as well.
So what we see is that our local efforts by our regional directors are some of the supports that are most valued by our members.
Whether it be to get their charter petition approved on first instance, to get through their renewal, they may collectively be having a challenge on a policy issue.
In fact, our local presence is perhaps one of the most important things that CCSA is doing.
The question, I think, was why is this important, right? Why is litigation important? Well, when we think that there are cases that we see factual patterns that are trying to erode or that are beginning to erode at that very foundation that I'm talking about, the idea of autonomy, the idea of, parent and teacher and student empowerment, and the idea of improving education. When we see that those fundamental aspects of the Charter Schools Act are being attacked or eroded, that's when we move. And we've been pretty successful at advancing the ball and in protecting the Charter Schools Act and those autonomies and those freedoms that it was enacted for.